Hello and welcome back to the Indie Hour. My name is Ryan, and once again, I'm so glad you could join me on this unfortunately rainy Sunday. Before getting into some new music, I just want to say, thank you to everyone who enjoyed the first video. It really means a lot to me that people are out there liking and enjoying what I do, so I wanted to show some appreciation from that, and honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart. So, before I get into some new music, I just wanted another quick little announcement. So, sometime in the near future, hopefully this week, there's going to be a bonus episode uploaded. So, me and a couple of my co-hosts from my old show, Campus Buzz, did a group call where we talked about how we've been doing during the quarantine and what new music we've been listening to. So be on the lookout for that, and without further ado, let's get into some new music. So starting off this week with a new release from the 1975 called If You're Too Shy to Let Me Know. Really like this song a little bit more than the other song they released. It's a little more upbeat, and I think a little more in the style of 1975. Overall, once again, this band delivers. Really looking forward to any more new releases we may be getting from them in the near future. Next big release this week was noteworthy to me was another song from none other than Car Seat Headrest. So they released a new song this week titled There Must Be More Than Blood. Interesting name for a song. It's really an experimental sound from this one. Basically every new single we've gotten from them has been something really new and unique. So another bit of news from them is that they are releasing a brand new album next week titled Making a Door Less Open. I think it's going to be about 10 tracks or so it might seem like a shorter album, but a lot of their songs tend to be longer, 6-7 minutes. I'm personally very excited for this one because I've really loved what Car Seat Headrest has put out the last decade or so. So coming up next week with this show, I will be doing my first full-length album review of the album. So moving right along to maybe one of the biggest releases this week in alternative rock, it is The Killers giving us a new single to jam out to, that one titled Fire in Bone. Whole lot of different stuff going on with this one. It's kind of jarring to listen to at first, especially for a Killers song, but it definitely smooths out as the track goes on and delivers this really funky and fun sounding experience. So speaking of funky and fun sounding, we got a new single this week from a band that I don't think gets enough exposure or credit within the scene. I'm of course talking about Chicano Batman. My old roommate used to really be amused by the name of the band, probably because he was a big Batman fan, but these guys released a great song titled Blank State this week. This song is only about 3 minutes, but it packs so much different sound in there. 1 second it sounds like something from a more modern artist like Tame Impala, then it switches it up and goes into this kind of 80s dance groove. It's really a phenomenal track. Definitely recommend that you check out this one and Chicano Batman's whole discography for that matter. If you're into rock, especially psychedelic rock, I definitely recommend checking them out. The final track I wanted to talk about comes from Hazel English. She did release a new album this week called Wake Up, and the song that I most enjoyed from that album would have to be Like a Drug. It's a very slowed down tempo jam that I really dug off this album. It's a sound that's kind of tough to describe, but you'll hear it throughout this song, especially in the opening seconds of the song. I don't know how to exactly describe it, but it's almost like this clicking sound, and I think it's those little shell things. I totally forget what they're called, and I hope you know what I'm talking about, but it adds to the overall sound and mood of the song in a really cool way. So please make sure to go check out the entire playlist. I've linked that down below in the description for you, as there's so many more great songs this week, including two of my favorites from Car Seat Headrest and The Killers. If you did enjoy this video, I would really love it if you gave it a like. If you never want to miss an indie hour, make sure you subscribe. If you want to get notified when these videos go live, make sure to click the bell right next to the subscribe button. Comment down below if you think I missed anything within the indie and alternative genre. Also, too, if you had a favorite song I talked about this week, or if within the playlist that I linked down below, if there's something you really liked from that, let me know. I would love some feedback. I'd love to know what you guys are liking and not liking from these playlists and stuff. So once again, I have been Ryan with the Indie Hour, and make sure you have a great week, a healthy week, a safe week, and make sure to take it easy.